going on, Gearheads? I just wanted to talk a little more in depth about Gears of War Ultimate Edition, specifically the Gnasher, because I know there's a lot of complaints going around, and I was just at the forums right now, and the complaining over there is real. You have people saying that this game is completely broken, the Gnasher's broken, and then you have some people defending the game and saying that those people just suck and they don't know how to use the Gnasher. So there's like both sides of the spectrum right now. I just wanted to kind of give my take on everything and show you guys where I'm coming from. So yeah, let's just start out real quick by saying this. Let's get this out of the way. Gears of War is Gnashers. So all the newcomers who are complaining that there's too much Gnasher, I don't know what to tell you, because that's all there really is to it. Gears of War really is the Gnasher. That's how it's always been. That's how it's always going to be. So you have to get used to it, or else you're going to have a really bad time. I'm not sure what these newcomers were expecting. I don't know if they thought maybe Gears was just going to be like this traditional cover shooter where you stay in cover and you just exchange fire from across the way and you just kind of sit there. I don't know if that's what they expected, but if you want that, I'm going to pull a total Dawn Matric on you guys. If you really truly want that, go play Gears of War 3, because that's what Gears 3 became. It became a total Lancer fest. So if you want to use your Lancer, head on over to Gears of War 3, because you're not going to find that in Ultimate Edition. This is Gears of War 1. We have to keep reminding ourselves of that, and the Gnasher was heavily used in Gears 1, so that's all there is to it. Gears of War is always going to be known for Gnashers. It's our go-to weapon. For most of us, it's the weapon we depend on. It's the one we are trying to master. It's the one that we love the most. So that's just the way it is, and that's how it's going to be. So that's that. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Another thing I wanted to talk about was that when it comes to Gears of War in general, complaints about the Gnasher is nothing new. These have been going on, forever, for years. We've been hearing complaints from people. We ourselves have been complaining over the years, and that's just how it's always been. It doesn't mean it's okay. It doesn't mean that, it's an excuse or anything like that. It's just facts. It's just really what's been going on. And so to see these complaints now is not very surprising to me. I kind of expected them, but they are sometimes really justified. I will say that there is a lot of inconsistent moments that I have with the shotty. Like there's times where I will shoot a guy in the back like 3 times and he'll still be standing, and then there's another time I'll shoot somebody who has no damage at all. I'll shoot them once and then down them. So it does happen, and usually I just kind of shrug it off, because right now I'm just focusing on getting better. I'm focusing on getting back in the groove. You can tell by this gameplay I'm kind of getting it back. I'm actually doing a lot better now. But I'm jumping into this game really after like 2 or 3 years of not playing Gears of War consistently. I didn't play Gears 1 to practice. I didn't do anything like that. I just jumped right in. I said, the heck with it, let's just get in there. And yeah, it's been a lot of adjusting. So when it comes to these complaints people are having, I can't really sympathize, because all the while I'm just trying to get better. And if I do see a BS moment, I'm actually questioning myself, like, hey, maybe I missed. Maybe I'm shooting from the barrel when I should be shooting from the center of the screen. And I'm starting to think maybe these other people are doing that too, and they're just not realizing it. If they are indeed seeing some BS, which we all have, then yeah, I understand. It is going to happen. It's just that I'm not focusing on it too much right now, because I'm just trying to learn from my mistakes. I'm just trying to readjust on some things and change my playstyle a little bit, because I'm coming from, playing Gears of War 3 where the shot came from the barrel, and now I have to go back to Gears of War 1 where I'm shooting from the center of the screen. So a lot of adjustments are going on, and that's really my best advice I can give to everybody, is you just have to adjust. I know you're probably tired of hearing that word, but it's really the truth. When it comes to Gears of War, you can't just jump in there and expect everything to work right away, because that really has not ever happened with Gears of War. If I have to be completely honest with you guys, it's always been kind of broken at times. Every single game has had problems, but we love the franchise so much and we've adjusted to it so much that we are kind of used to having to adjust all the time. I guess that's the best way of saying it. So when Gears of War vets are telling you, hey, you have to adjust, it's really the truth. There's no other way of going about it. You either quit, you don't play anymore, or you have to adjust. It's like when we were back on Gears of War 2. All the newcomers won't even know what I'm talking about right now, but if you played Gears of War 2, especially at launch, you know what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about two-piecing, I'm talking about rag dolls, you know, when the smokes would hit us, it would stun us, it would flop us all around the ground and knock us over. That really happened. And we had to, you know, make a choice. Either we stop playing, swear it off forever, or we keep at it and we find ways around it. Like the ragdoll, for example, if I was, you know, if someone threw a smoke at me and I was a ragdoll, I couldn't do anything. What I had to do in order to adjust is figure out, okay, how am I going to get out of this? What am I going to do once I get up? Let me get in a good position, even though I'm flopping everywhere. Let me be aware of my surroundings and see who's around me, and let me be prepared once I get up. That's what you had to do. You just had to adjust to it, because these inconsistencies and these glitches and these problems, I mean, it's never going to be perfect. So you have to just adjust to it. So with Gears of War Ultimate Edition, we still have some two-piecing going on, which you can fight against. You'll see some examples in this gameplay you're watching right now. It's not the end-all be-all anymore, so that's not really bad. I probably won't ever complain about two-piecing unless it gets worse. But right now, I really don't see it as a problem. We don't have the ragdoll thing to worry about, but there's other things we probably have to worry about, like getting our head blown off when they're like really far away. Even though that shouldn't happen, it's going to happen. So we have to adjust to that. We have to get in cover. We have to take it into consideration that that could happen in that moment. So we need to fight against it. That's just really the adjustments that I mean when I talk about adjusting to Gears of War. That's just how it is. And it's never going to be perfect. So we're always going to have that choice of, you know, do we love this game? Do I want to keep playing this game? If not, then I'll stop. And if you do continue to play, then you're going to have to adjust. That's just how it is. So that's pretty much how I feel about that, as far as it being inconsistent and everything. Do I feel the Gnasher is broken? No, I don't think it's completely broken. I've seen broken. Trust me. I've seen Gears of War at its worst. And this is not even close to that. I really am kind of impressed with Gears of War Ultimate Edition. I feel like the problems aren't groundbreaking. I feel like they're not enough to make me hate the game or anything like that. I'm just having a good time right now. I'm just happy to be a part of Gears of War again and be involved with the community and playing it again. And I just feel like that addiction is happening all over again, and that is exciting to me. So ultimately, when it comes to these inconsistencies and things like that, and the changes I've had to make as far as movement and aiming, you know, from the center of the screen now, whereas I was aiming down the barrel before, all these little challenges and changes are really what makes me addicted to Gears of War. It's what makes me want to get better, and it's what makes me want to keep playing in the end. So that's just me. Tell me what you guys think as far as the Gnasher and how you're feeling about it. Do you think your history with Gears of War kind of plays a part? Because if you're a newcomer, you're jumping into this game, you're probably not going to be as forgiving when it comes to the Gnasher and its problems. You're probably going to just write it off and think it's broken and it's not worth your time. But maybe somebody like me who's been around Gears for a long time, we're probably a little bit more forgiving, and it's easier for us to just let it go and just kind of adjust to it, because we've had to do it so many times. Really, when you think about it, it's like, damn, we've been through a lot of crap, but we love this series so much. We've just kind of gotten used to that, having to adjust to all the problems. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't mean it's an excuse for the game to have problems. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is how it is. And we either have to take it for what it is or just stop playing it. And really, it's up to you. It's up to me. I'm going to keep playing it because I love Gears of War. I'm having a great time with this game so far. Yeah, so that's all I'm saying, really. That's my take on it. Tell me what you guys think. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I'm actually doing better. You can see I'm doing a little bit better. It took me a while to get back in the groove, and I still feel like I need to play a whole lot more to get really back into Gears of War, to really get my skills back and all of that. It takes a while, and it's fun, you know, going through the journey. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
The time of the human has long since passed. Our reign is upon this world.